I guess it wasn't any monkeying around in there. My man with the first round finish. What's up?
What's going on? Yeah, I mean, I thought it was gonna be, I thought it was gonna go the full 15. I know Jordan's a banger and he great grappler, so I was expecting a lot longer of a fight and a tougher fight. But yeah, snaked it up early, and that's a win, obviously.
Absolutely, man. One of the best, definitely a highlight reel. We knew that you guys even matched up on the ground evenly, but you definitely got that edge during the scrambles, positioning, whatever. There was like a strike there that may or might not have landed. How bad was that? Like,
I mean, I've had strikes just like that in fights. I remember one of my fights before Contender Series. I got a dude. I was like I was inverted. I remember watching his elbow come down slow motion onto my skull, and I was like, oh, I probably shouldn't be here. It was kind of another one of those movements, or another one of those moments where you're like, well, that sucked. Let's, move, keep that from happening. But, yeah, I mean, I got a pretty scrambly style. Obviously, it wasn't fun to take that one to the face, but it was like front of the skull, which is, that's the part of your head that's supposed to be hit. I thought I might have got cut, honestly. We kind of clashed heads a little, I think, when he took me down, but it happens. No, I mean, I didn't really feel it too much. I'm pretty scrambly on the bottom. I'm used to guys trying to throw heavy shots, and that's kind of what we thought the game plan was going to be. We thought he was going to try to base out, which he does a pretty good job of, and, try to rain down those shots. But the flip side is those shots are what allows me to get in the scrambles, and, yeah, I mean, it worked out tonight.
for sure, the scrambles were on. Were you surprised at all that you were able to just get him every single time, and you worked for that? I mean, that didn't just, it wasn't happenstance. You put everything together and bam, got him out of there.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, like a lot of this camp, I really spent focusing on the striking, because Jordan's got a really, I mean, he's weird all around in the best way possible. Like, those are the guys that are hard to prepare for. He's got a very specific striking style, but I think I landed like one decent shot on the feet, and then he wanted to grapple. So again, like I'm happy to grapple with him, and yeah, I mean, I don't know. I always surprise myself when I come out with a finish, or a win in general. Like I always go in kind of more pessimistic, and then like to surprise myself by having a good outcome. So I mean, that can't really get a better outcome than that.
That's awesome that he obliged your ground game.
Yeah.
Was it hard finding guys to emulate his style? Because I know there's not just, that's unique in itself.
Honestly, I really didn't spend a lot of time grappling this camp. I mean, not more than I normally would. But it's just really been about, like, I think for me, just really watching guys' styles. And then, like, I have a hard style to emulate myself. So it's, I didn't come into this fight because Jordan's, again, like, he's awkward like me. I didn't expect him to not be a tough guy. I didn't expect him to not be strong. I didn't expect him to not have good grappling. Like, I knew he was going to be tough. But yeah, I mean, I thought we were going to strike a little more, but yeah, can't complain. I was definitely surprised when I locked the choke in. I was like, is it really going to be like that quick? Which again, no disrespect to him, but it always surprises me when I'm able to snake up a finish. I don't know, your brain's just kind of on autopilot, so that the actual, thinking part of my brain is like, wait, what's happening? And then, the autopilot's already a couple steps ahead, and then the night's over. So happy.
Any other surprises in there from him? I know it was only the one round, but how did he feel? Another solid 55, or how did you feel with your second outing at 55?
I mean, I never thought I was going to be undersized in this matchup. I was surprised seeing Jordan. He was shorter than I remembered him. And being stockier, I was expecting him to be strong. But, that's why I have, my guy, Snack Panther. He's a heavyweight. I have that dude helping me grapple. I was doing a lot of grip-breaking stuff with him. So it's like another 55er doesn't really compare with the heavyweight strength. So it's that's how I prefer to warm up. I like having guys that are going to be stronger, or guys that are going to be faster than who I'm facing. And, yeah, I mean, I think it worked out tonight. And there was nothing really crazy surprising, honestly. But, yeah, I mean, I thought we were going to spend more time on the feet, but no complaints here.
Right on, man. Well, add to that, you also got your dad's strength now. So awesome stuff. Baby's coming. Hope everything goes great. Obviously, we won't see you off of this big win. You got to come back soon, but obviously not till 2024. Or when do we see you? Any names?
Yeah, I mean, I would love to come back. Again, like, got to start making that dad money. So I like to be a little more active, especially here at 55, where I'm not having to cut as hard. I'd like to get 3 fights in. I mentioned it. I would like someone like a Claudio Puelles. He's got, let's see, he beat Jordan, I believe by decision, and then he also has a knee bar win over Cligwita, who, again, I just beat Jordan tonight, and I got a calf slicer over Clay in a grappling match. But still, I mean, I would love to fight another guy that's big into leg locks, another big jiu-jitsu guy in the division. I think, I mean, tonight is a perfect example of, like, those are fun matchups, and I think they're fun to watch. And it's a style of grappling that I think, you know, people can get down with. It's not just the wrestling and holding for position, like scrambling the whole time, looking for subs. And, yeah, I think that'd be a fun one.
Excellent. Thank you, sir. Congrats on the win, and good luck with Baby.
Thank you.
Just one for me, as you're talking about, you know, the kind of grappling match and the smooth moves that you guys were making. The commentary team was having a good time enjoying it, watching as well. Is it nice to hear from the peers that are giving you credit for the transactions, the smooth transitions and things that you guys are doing?
I mean, yeah, I'll have to watch the fight back. I think I don't. It's kind of hard. I could just hear like little tidbits while I was in there, but it's always nice when you go back and watch the fight to hear the commentators. You know, happy with your performance. It sucks when they're pointing out all the stuff you're doing wrong. So it's nice to have fights like this where, you know, there was maybe 1 or 2 things that could have went slightly better, but overall it's a perfect night. And yeah, I'm trying to enjoy it for sure.
You seem like you have a good personality, but when you watch tape, when you watch your fights, do you take it easy on yourself? Do you give yourself a little bit of break, or are you hard on yourself when you pick at previous fights?
Honestly, I really don't. I treat every fight pretty like independently. I don't really consider like the last fight coming into this one. I really take them all because there's such like minuscule amounts of time, and there's such a big leap in the training and all of that between fights. So I don't think that I really like. I'll watch my fights probably 4 or 5 times like the week after. And then I never really watch them again after. You know, I'm done soaking up that little bit of, you know, the endorphins or whatever from getting the win, from hearing the positive stuff. But then it's kind of back to the gym. Like, my guys are fighting here December 8th locally, so I'm back in on Monday, not hurt, training with them. And, yeah, we just keep moving on, keep taking it fight by fight, opponent by opponent. And, yeah, on to the next one.
Congrats on the victory.
Thank you.